Let's go, let's go. If you just let go.
All right, Internet Wins Again, where we talk about the hottest internet topics that are on the internet. We got two topics today that are
interesting.
Yeah, interesting to say the least.
One of them got trashed as fuck last time out. So, we gave...
Was it? Did he?
Yeah, I did. I gave both of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm thinking the other guy. Okay, yeah. So we're going to go ahead and pass it off to Steph.net, and we're going to talk...
Me?
So is you.
No, but I don't know about them, though.
PJ?
PJ, I don't know about that one.
PJ Washington and Brittany Renner?
Okay.
I mean, I know, but
then we gonna pass it off to
So,
he ready. He got all the details.
because I'm an expert in hoe spotting.
That's his area
I'm an
of
expert
expertise.
in you better watch your wallet, buddy, because she's coming for you.
You an expert like hoe spot like a bird watcher and shit.
I sit dollar
that's a
bills.
clinical gold digger.
I go to the safari and leave dollar bills on the beach and wait for people to come.
dollar bill, Starbucks, and eyelashes.
And the more dollars you have, the more hoes you attract.
Oh my gosh.
Need a little box.
Anyhow, man, like the short of it is, like we talked about last episode, PJ was an up and coming Kentucky basketball player. Brittany was going to the basketball games and talking to him, so on and so forth. She's been with 11 athletes, 4 actors, and then she said somewhere along the lines of like 4 to 8 regular people, like people who didn't have money that she couldn't get a bag from. Mm-hmm. She writes a book talking about how to get a bag, and then she goes on her live talking about, well, athletes are dumb. They never wear condoms. So if you're ever trying to get a bag, get you an athlete.
I got the clip.
Yeah. Oh,
you want to play the clip?
Oh, yeah, play that.
You never heard it?
I didn't.
No. She said she had 24 bodies.
28.
But you got to multiply times 10.
Dog 24.
24, especially when you're talking about celebrities.
My body count. I don't know why in like 2018 that's any of your fucking business or why it matters. But 24. 11 athletes. Woo! 5 entertainers. Woo! 8 regular guys. Woo! I've only fucked 3 regular guys since I've been Instagram famous because a lot of y'all run your fucking mouths too much. I don't want to be sending you a video 1 minute, the next minute I see me spread eagle on the timeline playing with my pussy. In my experience, the worst people to deal with are the athletes. None of them use condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb. I don't like talking about my history with men I'm dating, I guess until now, because most of the guys that I've dealt with are gonna have more money than you. And you're gonna feel a way about it. I know the male ego is fragile, like the ball sack that hangs in between your legs. Conclusion. Like, I don't even look at people as like trashy or not. It all comes down to mentality for me.
Steph, let's give it over to you.
Well,
hold on. I think we got to give more context. So, the way that Miss Brittany Renner became Instagram famous,
she was sleeping with the celebs.
She was dating a soccer player, and she was modeling herself, or not? She put herself out there as a fitness model.
Yeah,
and then she began traction. Then when she started getting big, she broke up with the soccer player, and then that's when the Instagram famousness came. She also is famous for, I guess, Colin Kaepernick was going to sleep with her, and she put him on blast.
Yeah, he made her fly herself out.
Yes, yep.
Because he said if you're going to be a hoe, then you should provide your own transportation. Which is just good business, if you ask me. Right?
Then you didn't get flew out. You flew out there.
It's the truth. But she has a history of sleeping with athletes and actors and so on and so forth. But, I was watching the way, in my personal experience, this is how this goes. Like they sleep with some people, they level up, and then they meet somebody else in the person's entourage, and they basically work their way to the person they really want to get to. I was listening to Tekashi and 6ix9ine. Tekashi and Academics have a conversation about what's that girl's name?
Which one?
The one that that Academics was messing with. Anyway, she was messing with a chick, but she really wanted to be with 6ix9ine, so she was willing to sleep with Academics as long as it took to get to 6ix9ine. So
and she dated Uzi Vert.
Yeah,
too.
she dated Uzi. Yeah. So she dated Uzi Vert as well too. But that's the game. The game is if you can get in the door, you just sleep with whoever you can sleep with till you get where you want to go. And then, so Brittany Renner and PJ eventually got married. And then when she found out she was pregnant, she filed for divorce. So now she's also 29, 30 years old. He's 22. So she's a lot older than him. So the reason why this is such a big story is because they feel like he was manipulated.
Well, he said it himself.
Well, yeah.
He had tweets saying, "You played me.
Yeah,
that you were planning this the whole time."
She did.
And
She played him, but no, none of the if the big homies stepped up and they were like, "Fam, this is not the one," and he made that decision, he made that choice, right? But this is the game that she was playing the whole time. So when she found out she was pregnant, she filed for a divorce, and she ended up winning $200,000 allegedly a month. The problem is,
well, he said that was cap.
oh, he says cap.
He said it was cap.
The problem is he doesn't. He's not one of them star athletes though. So he's making like I'm not saying this like we all got a bunch of money, but $3 to $4 million a year to play basketball is not a lot.
Yeah, not from what a lot of people is
Nah,
making
you
in
know,
that
and-
industry.
And then pretty much
Shit.
paying like majority of that. That's
Nigga,
2.4 a year.
right. So if you're
If it's 200.
well, if you're thinking about, so I think his contract now is like $3 million. The next contract is $4 million, and then if he makes it past these two, he's guaranteed $7 million.
Yeah.
So,
So
he's lined up for like $14 million.
he's on a
in 3 years.
4-year, $12 million contract
yeah.
that he's a free agent in 2023. The average child support that you would be paying would be 25%. That's average.
Mhm.
So we're not going to say he's paying $200,000 a month. Let's just say on average, what would he be paying? So $3 million times the 25%,
Too damn much.
750,000. We'll divide that by 12. So about 63.
Yeah, because it don't make no sense to where like because if it was like a 200,000 a year, he's pretty much only keeping
He wouldn't have
50,000 a
anything.
month.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
So then that would put him about 63K a
and,
year.
and no, it's a little.
I
bit
mean
more.
a month. Excuse me.
And it's a little bit more because he has a Nike endorsement.
Well, and they were married. Yeah,
And
I'm just going off it.
yeah.
I'm just saying to be conservative,
Yeah,
we're just going to go off of this.
It's people that ain't even making $60K a year. So at the end of the day, that's a bag.
No,
No matter how you slice
that was
it,
the point.
that's
though,
a
right?
bag for sure.
That's the point, though. So
That is a bag.
At the end of the day, I guess you're right. It doesn't matter what she's making, but you're making $700,000 a year off of getting pregnant by someone and then divorcing them and then filing for alimony on top of that, and then
Yeah, I
You
was
know,
what
gonna say
state?
because
What state
they
they
were
in?
married, so maybe alimony as well.
North Carolina.
Well, he plays for the Hornets, but we
Yeah.
don't know where they live, so we don't know what state that they got married in.
Yeah, because that's what it
That
matters.
could change based off of how much he's actually going to be paying. Because don't they have like a cap?
I
Some
don't
places
know.
don't some states have a cap on how much you can pay child support?
I don't know, but basically, what do you think?
Oh no, we're gonna play one more. We're gonna play one more clip because I think we need to just get where her
Her
where her
is?
mind is at. So hold on.
If y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just an athlete. They're really dumb. I don't like talking about my history with men I'm dating.
So, I'm going to just stop it there and continue in a little bit. I don't feel bad for the young brother.
Like to keep track of all the men that I've been with. It makes you wonder, why are you concerned unless you would want to be one of he is anger about what you can't have. Now, any man would be lucky to have me. That's why a lot of them still check for me. I'm just sick and tired of wearing panties. So much so that I throw them all away. What's wrong, Daddy?
Which one may I tell you? Y'all out here getting the wrong woman pregnant, then you complain.
Hey, what? Okay, but I didn't see. I feel like something I
And
wanna
that's
do.
why it keeps happening, fella. Ladies and gentlemen,
Right,
that's why
Photo
it
B
keeps
is
happening.
a prime example. But
I just wanted to see. I'm not finna.
Didn't y'all ask why do people keep messing with they keep messing with the same? Because they're curious. They just want to see. That's literally what it comes down to. When you think like
Stupid.
she done been with all these different people, like why would niggas keep? Because they curious. They want to see what it's hidden for.
bro, that thing. Never mind.
All right, so now we have better
I
context.
don't want. Man, that thing gotta be trucked through. Ran through,
Dude.
Well, she said the body count was only 28.
But you gotta multiply by 100.
That's excessive.
No, it's not, nigga. She's an industry hoe. She's an industry hoe.
He said 100.
She been. She
So
was going-
2,800.
Nigga, is that
That's body after body after body.
that's
body, yada, yada, yada,
Damn, nigga.
2,800.
That's like she don't take a break.
That's about. She don't. Nigga.
That's like,
she don't.
bruh, that's like.
So I mean, based on what Raggio
That's
said
like
of
every
how,
day for
how
like
you
6
get
years.
to the main niggas,
Bro, that's
that
fact.
24 is probably the main niggas, but the niggas to get to
Bro,
the main
she had to
niggas,
fuck all the
never know.
she had to fuck all the foot soldiers. Trust me, she didn't just pop up. I'm telling you.
No, I think she going straight to the damn source.
Nah, she's
So
not
that's
going to
a-
the source. You a nice nigga, because
No, because she said all the men that she's well, not all the men.
Listen,
Majority of men that she's
listen,
dated has been on
listen,
social media.
Listen,
Hey, that's like one person a day for like 7 years.
Listen.
7.5 years.
that's her life, nigga.
A whole new person.
That's her life, nigga.
7.5
All right, fine.
days.
You want me to be fair? All right, fine. Multiply.
So
Like
what's
50.
the
You say like,
About 50.
What's the question? Do
What-
we feel bad?
No, I don't know. So what's the? You know what? I saw some craziness that people were saying that she should get charged
She should.
for what?
Nah, she. You know what though? This is how I feel. I feel like there's got to be rules to this shit. I guess
It's gotta be.
it's got to be rules because we
Rules?
know why she did it. But it's
So?
his fault. That nigga's. This is what happens when simping goes wrong,
You
fam.
grown.
This is what happens when you simp.
Didn't you say that about August Alsina?
This is what happens when you simp.
And he made the choice to
I
be
said the
in
same. I said the same shit about PJ. That's why I gave him trash as fuck last week, because he wants us to feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for you. You knew what her reputation was. You know her. You married her, so you know she had a book about it. You've seen all her videos. You know all the niggas who have smashed.
But I think that's the difference between August and him. August didn't know that.
I didn't know what.
August knew that he was smashing.
He didn't know. We just
it don't matter. At the end of the
we
day,
just
August
came
knew he
to
was
the-
smashing Will Smith's
We
wife.
just came to the conclusion.
That's all you need to know.
No, but we're saying that you're saying that you have evidence that she was a predator.
Cool.
That she is trying to go after all these athletes and that, right? Did August have that?
That
No.
Jada was a predator.
No. We just
does she have a track record of doing that?
no.
Exactly.
But
so
it doesn't matter. She has a husband.
No,
There
but
you
that's
go.
not. But that's different.
That's
though.
her
That
husband.
right
She
No,
has a
but then
husband. You
we
shouldn't be
also
smashing her anyway.
but we also said that from what they were saying that they were broken up. They were split up, right?
Listen, I understand what they said, but do they look like they were broken up?
Right, but what
I
I'm
mean,
saying is
I've
the
had-
conclusions are different.
No,
the
but
conclusion,
I've had people try to pop at me and they were still technically married, and I'm like, oh, okay, nice to know. Bye bye. Like,
right, but that doesn't mean that they're a predator.
no, but you're
Yeah, I know what you're saying. No,
I'm saying, like,
I agree
This
with
is-
you.
these
I
are-
agree
these
with you
are-
about
this-
the marriage.
this
That's
is-
still
this
a
is-
choice.
This
Yeah.
is. I think that we said that she was a predator because of his mental state and how he was. He was depressed
and his age.
exactly. He was depressed and he was down low and he was going through a whole bunch of things. And he came to her for help.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So I'm
what
saying,
makes
so it's
Jada a
different.
predator.
So it's different.
But they're still predators, but it's for different reasons.
Right, but I'm just saying PJ had foreknowledge.
Yeah, PJ's worse. I feel like because he knew. We all knew.
He had evidence.
He had tons.
Yeah, so
Tons.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's not an apple
It's
to
not
apple
black
comparison.
and white. Like
right.
you said. I got you.
So
But-
what was her reason for the divorce? Like, just cause?
Do
No,
you need a reason?
she already got the bag.
She had the bag.
I know.
nigga.
But I'm saying like,
I'm
that-
sure
like, I
it's
feel like that should be
unreputable differences or
Yeah.
whatever that is.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
unreconcilable
Unreconcilable differences.
unreconcilable
Yeah,
differences.
yeah, yeah.
there should be certain reasons.
But the
why
reason
some motherfuckers
why
ain't
the
gonna give
reason
them
why
child
you could
support.
say that is because there's no reports of him having any domestic violence. There's no reports of them having any arguments. There's no reports of him cheating. Because she would say that. She would say
Right.
that, right? To defend herself, she would say that. You know, so for him to come out and be like, "Yo, you played me," yeah.
Yeah, and he just tweeted, all he wants to do is see his son.
I just want to see my kid. No, nigga, you don't see your son, but you know what you get to
Oh
see.
shit! So she divorced him 2 weeks. Hold on. See, and I think that is important too. Is
2 weeks after-
is the actual time frame?
Yeah,
So 2 weeks, 2 weeks after having the baby.
right. Bro, this is what I mean. Like, there's got to be rules to that shit, bro.
It's gotta
Like, It's got to be. If you can have undeniable evidence that this is the type of person that you're dealing with, bro, there's got to be rules to child support.
I mean, no, hell no.
Why
You
not?
still got to pay for your child. I don't give a damn. if you put it or not.
$63,000 a month.
Well, and for those that are listening, that is not a number that that's just
That's just
something.
what we came
that's
up
a
with.
conservative number that we just came
And that's
up
at 25%. That's not even at like 30
So
or
what?
40%.
So if he cheated, then she would be entitled to the money. But because she played him to get a bag, she's not.
That's real. That's how it is though, right?
I'm just saying.
But that's how it goes in real life though, right? Like if a man cheats, right, and then they get divorced, you get 50%. If a woman decides that she doesn't want to be married anymore, she still gets an unreasonable amount of fucking child support.
And you know that. So my thing is,
this is why I just tell niggas don't get married. Nigga,
there shouldn't be no rules to the child support just
No,
because
trying to
niggas
push
can
that shit
get
on me?
played.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Just
Hey,
in.
so we might need to do some on camera research. So this person is disputing what we were just talking about. They said Brittany Renner and PJ Washington were never married, so there couldn't have been a divorce. Renner and Washington were still together 2 months after the son was born, not 2 weeks. And currently, Washington is paying nothing for child support because Renner has not filed for child support.
Well, PJ,
Oh, shit.
PJ would have came out and said that already.
Well, he said cap when he said he was paying 200,000.
Yeah, but he would have clarified that. I don't know. Who cares? Either way, the scenario's fucked up.
No, it is. But what I'm saying is that changes a lot, doesn't it?
I mean, if it's true, yes.
But we don't know what's true.
Do we ever?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, usually we do because there's documents. And I would think if they did get a divorce, there would be a divorce document somewhere.
If they got married,
because that
there'd
is
be a
public
document
record.
somewhere. If they got married,
If they got married, there would be public record of that too, right?
I guess.
And all he said was, "I want to see my son."
And that he got played.
Oh shit!
Anyway, if you're just going off a reputation, who cares? I don't care if they were married or not.
I don't feel.
But I still don't feel bad for him.
Well, it doesn't change the
intent.
Doesn't change the crux of the argument.
No, it
the
doesn't.
argument is, should he have known better?
He should absolutely.
I think and is she wrong for? Because what it seems like she's seemed like that she's keeping the son, and we can only go by what he's tweeting.
If it's true that he ain't paying shit, then she probably is keeping the son from him.
Might be.
My guys, I'm gonna tell you this.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you how I know this is true, because I've had local people who have reputations in my inbox and on my line that we cannot touch for reasons that either they have that kind of extracurricular sexual activity, or they were doing some other things or whatever. And then you got lesser niggas who just like, that's cool with me.
Hold on, you need to be more clear.
But my thing is this: people change.
Hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he needs to be more clear.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking you to clarify.
I'm saying even here, like with us, when I've had people come and approach me for like relationships or whatever, people that we know, right?
Okay, so you're talking about talking about a woman,
yes,
that has approached you to want to be in a relationship.
Yes,
okay,
that has a very high sexual past, right? Either like prostituting or stripping.
That's known in the streets for being a hoe.
That's known. Facts.
Okay.
That's known in the streets. Right?
Okay.
When those opportunities come to me, I don't touch those.
Okay. And just for the audience, why is that?
Because we know better. We know that we know better as men. As men, if you're gonna mess with that kind of person, as a man who's established and I have a lot to lose, right? If you're a man who has a lot to lose and you've worked hard and you've become a reputable guy, if you're messing with those kind of people, that's recreation. At most, right? You use protection. You do everything you're supposed to do to make sure that you don't end up this nigga, right? You can go on any platform and niggas are all saying the same thing. You know better. If you know if you know the audience that she entertains and you know the people that she's around, why would you be the nigga to wife her up and give her a child?
Okay, so I just want to be clear,
Because they don't know
because I think this is an important conversation. So you're saying no to a committed relationship because you feel like she may try to take advantage of your assets and what
resources.
you value.
Yep.
If you that nigga, yeah.
Hold on. But you're not saying that it is not possible for a woman that might have a history to then want to settle down and then be a different person.
I'm saying
You can't.
Wait, hold on.
Can't
No,
come back. We've already discussed
no,
that.
no,
Women
no.
can't come back.
I'm asking.
Can't erase your whole past.
Hold on.
No.
I'm
Because
asking.
niggas have lots of reputations.
That's
I,
facts.
hold on.
But we hold women to
Hold
different
on.
And you
reputations.
still be trying to be out here like
This is-
niggas just be.
You
niggas
know-
be
you
talking.
Hold on. I want to just case the conversation because I think this is a good conversation. So, I first I need that question answered.
Which one?
That can women who have had a history of maybe being
Can
over sexually
they be undone?
can it be undone?
Can it be
Could
overlooked?
they ever be trusted to settle down with after that.
Hell no. You know why? You know why? Because even the men who have those women are always afraid of them cheating, or always afraid of them being over sexual all the time. Even, and that's from experience. That's from my own experience from people.
No, hold on, no. Let him finish.
No, and that's
let him
my-
finish because
that's
this is
my-
a good conversation.
That's my own. That's from my own experience from people who, myself personally, I would never. I would never. One because, like I said, reputation and things come along with those costs. This is why people don't feel bad for PJ, right? We don't feel bad for PJ because, like you said, he knew better. He saw the receipts.
And those are two different conversations,
right.
because we're talking about one that's a woman that's taking advantage of a man.
Yeah, but still,
But we're also talking about the other.
The only reason why she had an opportunity to take advantage of him is because he didn't read the signs.
Right.
Right.
But the second
gave
part of
her-
the conversation
he gave her
was
position to do that.
right. But the second part was can a woman who was promiscuous,
Yeah.
can that be overlooked to settle down with? And you're saying no for both.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that any established man that has a lot, I think that there are exceptions to every rule, but for the most part, hell no.
No for both.
If that's the case,
Yeah.
nigga, women can't date nobody.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on.
No.
I'm gonna get to
Okay,
Steph.
yeah.
But Photo B has something to say, and then because I know Steph got a lot to
But
say.
you know why
I
it's
ain't got
different?
shit to say. I already said it.
But yeah, she said we
No,
basically agree.
We need to expound. No,
we do.
I don't think she agreed with that.
But there,
I don't. I don't agree with it because then who the fuck women supposed to date? Who we supposed to date? If you got a history and you got bodies,
no.
if-
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about a regular everyday chick. I'm talking about somebody like her,
Industry.
who's a industry chick. I'm not talking about regular women. I don't discriminate against a chick who's had her life and
I
relationships and so on and so forth.
guarantee there's people that would say you got a reputation. I guarantee there's people that would say
Who?
Photo B got a reputation.
I don't even care.
Are
about
y'all
that.
untouchables?
I don't care. But it's not this. It's not.
It's not the same.
It's, no. It's
Because
not.
well,
on
hold
the
on.
internet-
So no, but let's
No, because it's not the same in real life.
let's broaden the conversation because the conversation was going that people that in the city
Exactly.
that are like that. So that was my question.
One more time. I'm sorry.
Because I've had people like even my husband when we was dating, it was like, well, shit, how I was when I was single ain't how I am in a relationship, but I'm supposed to trust that. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at how you move while you're single, and I'm supposed to trust the fact that you're not gonna move like. Am I stupid for being like, oh, let's see where it goes?
I mean, okay. So when it comes to how you move when you're single, it should never be looked at the
knew I
same
could
way as
get
you
it
look
here.
into a relationship. Because when you single,
Was
if you-
she single
if-
when she was doing what she was doing?
Who?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the women that
Who,
you talking
Brittany?
about, or even the women in the hood that were they single?
I mean, they might have like
If they were single,
boyfriends.
then
I'm
it
just
should
talking
not matter how they was moving when they was single.
I'm just nigga. Not to you guys. Not to us. It matters.
That's what I'm saying. Like to us, we have to overlook that because most niggas is out here smashing.
Yeah, but
As
you guys.
much as they
But
can.
most.
I mean,
but
you know,
most. But
when you-
most
when you
women.
the 20% and the 80%. You know,
I mean, I'm just.
Like niggas brag about having hoes, but then expect women to want to date them.
yeah, but niggas don't marry. Niggas don't marry hoes. I know chicks right now that been doing this shit their whole life, and they
A lot of us married. A lot of us women, we married hoes.
That's what
Yeah.
y'all do.
We didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Well,
That's how niggas move.
Yeah.
well,
And
guess
it's
what?
accepted.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm sorry that you feel some kind of way about reality. And you
Niggas
guys
always
know how
want
I
to
am.
talk about women's
And you
bodies,
know-
but what about y'all bodies? We
Y'all
have to
don't.
just-
Y'all don't care about that.
Y'all don't talk to us.
Y'all don't care about that. So y'all don't care about that. Ain't no chick out here talking about I don't want to be with Photo B because he smashed such and such. No chick ever says that.
I mean, it's possible.
But has it happened yet? Has a chick ever looked at you and been like, you know what, you smashed too many people for me, it's over?
No, somebody told me they was afraid to date me and shit because I see naked women. She was like, only
That's
woman.
different.
Right.
Did
Well,
she
most of
say-
those conversations don't happen to your face.
It don't matter.
They
It
don't
don't
happen to
it don't
you.
matter if it
I
don't
was
happen
confident
to your
because he's
face
a
if you stay in the relationship. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying most potential people that you're going to date don't have that conversation with you.
With
Like,
you.
I'm
Well-
not going to date you because you're a hoe. They'll have it in a group chat or
I
with
have.
their
No,
friends.
I have.
No, I know. I said most.
There's
Oh,
been,
yeah. I will.
there's been conversation, and there's already conversation going on. So we're like, oh, Photo B got all the hoes. He always be smashing the shit. Niggas
Exactly.
telling me that shit.
Yeah, that's
I already
why.
know
That's why the
think that
women
shit.
backed out of, for the love of BJ
Exactly.
or Photo B.
And that's what I be saying. I be like, y'all be trying to.
It don't. Hey,
No, they was
listen,
afraid.
listen,
They was
time out,
afraid
time
that
out.
they can
No,
keep
it
up.
was no,
That's what it was. They
no.
didn't wanna get
What
rejected
it
on live.
was no. Let's just keep it a whole buck, man. Since we want to talk
Uh-oh.
about this.
Hold on.
What it was this. What it was with Photo B is this. It's not that they don't want to be around Photo B. Is that they don't want to do it publicly because them same chicks are still gonna hit him. I don't care. They don't want it to be a spectacle and everybody be in their business because his count of women isn't
Because
gone
guess
down.
what? The same thing that you're saying, a woman have. That's why we have to date in private. We said this on the other episode. We have to date in private because if you're dating people and it ain't working out, you do get a reputation, regardless of what happened
But
in
we're
the
not even
relationship.
talking about reputable. I don't know how we got here. We're talking
Because
about
that's what you
hoes
s-
and industry chicks. We're talking
No,
about-
you said I know there's women in Sacramento that have
But
a
we're talking
reputation
about
that I
Brittany-
won't
We're
talk
talking
to.
about
We're talking
Brittany
about-
Renner type chicks.
Yeah,
though.
we're talking about
I'm
that
not talking about a
reputation.
regular everyday
Yeah.
chick. I expect.
But even still, I'm telling you, it trickles down to
It's
us
a big.
too.
It's a
mindset.
big. It's a bigger conversation.
it
It's
is-
a
it is a bigger
mindset that
conversation.
if you're
It-
out here
but
and you're
that's a-
dating multiple people, if you see a girl,
That's a separate
y'all
conversation.
talk.
though.
No, I thought we was moving on to that conversation. If you see a girl, you're like,
We
damn,
didn't
she
finish
had a
the
different
Brittany
nigga on her
conversation.
Instagram last month. Now she got a
Oh,
new nigga.
no,
now she got another
No, but-
nigga.
Okay, hold on. I got it.
I get it. Wait, it's not because of the sexualness of it. It is also what comes with why they were trying to
Thank
do
you.
all that.
Thank you.
It was for the bag, not because it was fucking. Just to
Bingo.
be fucking. It's
Bingo.
because they were trying to get something out of somebody.
If you're in a relationship
that
and you're
way.
just in a relationship and you're dating people and it's not working out, I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, it's
but as
different.
soon as I start seeing you on a poll, or as soon as I start seeing your OnlyFans, or as soon as I see that you only date certain specific type of men, and then you got the content out and you're naked all the time, bro, that matters to
Like,
us.
yeah,
that matters to us.
it's
I
about
don't
the
care
type of
what
shit
there's
that you do.
There's no nigga on this earth, except for the simping ass ones, that not a real established nigga is not going to put himself in a position to be taken by somebody
Well,
like
all
that.
I'm saying is, as a woman, I cannot sit here and not act like it is very, very easy to get a reputation. Maybe not that type of reputation, but it's very easy to get a reputation. I had a reputation before without even doing nothing. I remember I was still a virgin. It was going around that I had slept with my boyfriend at the time. I'm like, I ain't even.
You can't
That's
have a
what
high
this
school.
nigga
though.
get.
That's high school.
That's high school.
No, in general. Like, people will say that you sleeping with certain. I'm like, I never even talked.
I mean,
to
shit.
this nigga.
I mean,
So, I
that-
mean, it's
I-
easy
that's
It's
to
happening
get
to all of us.
It's
It's
happening
happening
to
to all of
I'm
us.
just saying, as a woman, it's very
hell
easy
every
to
day is
get a
the thing I've hit
reputation.
I'll tell you.
Is it not? Is it easier for a
No,
woman to get a reputation?
I
than a
think
man?
you guys. Let me try to centralize the conversation. You guys are saying that a woman, how she carries herself on her social media and in public,
Bingo.
that can affect you or what you're doing, because most men, how we're perceived is the woman that you have on your arm is a representation of you.
Yep.
So if a woman has been seen,
Yep.
or if she promotes herself as
A sex worker or sexual,
whatever,
hypersexual,
then right.
if that is her primary thing on her page, if she's always half naked, if she's always in bikinis, if she's always sending niggas nudes, if she's always and we know this, right? Because as a man, we talk about people, right? When we start dating people, and so if
It's a chink in your armor.
It is. It's
Yeah.
a chink in your. It is exactly that. I'm not gonna fault anyone for dating someone and trying to find love and doing whatever they're doing in a regular dating life, because I expect people to try to go out and date, try to do things. Shit, I know. I've heard so many times relationships have ended because the nigga had a small wang, or he was bad at sex, or he was bad at kissing. So I understand those processes of life.
Right.
But what you're not gonna do is be a Brittany Renner, and I'm about to put you on my arm.
See, but I think
it's not that.
Brittany Rainers are created because of what Steph was
Nah,
saying.
fam.
No, listen. Just listen to what I'm saying. Is that a lot of women, I don't say a lot of women. I'm going to say those women,
Yeah.
and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. This is how I think it is. Those women think, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. So I'm going to just get a bag, and I don't care what y'all niggas say. So I'm going to flaunt my body. I'm going to be on Instagram. I'm going to be on OnlyFans, and I'm going to get paid for what you guys are already saying about me anyway, because even if I wasn't doing that, then who I'm seen with, you're going to tie to me sleeping with anyway.
But that's only because of the reputation that she built for herself, that she's sleeping with.
No, but I'm saying that I think those women go that route because they
But
feel
think
like
about it.
I don't care
Think about
about.
the
I don't.
women-
I don't care. I don't even care. I don't care how she got there. To be honest,
But think about the women
That's not
that
my
you're
problem.
interested in.
That's not my problem.
How many of them have publicly shown a relationship or that they talk to anybody?
I don't care about that.
Because no, I'm just saying a lot of us don't. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of my friends, you would think that they ain't talking to nobody.
Yeah.
Ain't never got
Yo,
nobody.
At this,
You know what I'm saying? Because
age,
publicly-
at this age, if you see people and they just moving around by themselves and you think that somebody's not knocking that down, you foolish. At
No,
this
but I'm
age,
just
we're
saying
too,
in
we're too
general.
old. We're
That's
too
true.
old. We're too
But
old.
that's the best way to move,
Everybody
especially
got
as
some
a woman.
designated
No,
something.
nigga, like if I don't got a Rolodex that I can just pull out like a magic spell book, nigga, and do this, you know what I'm saying? Everybody got that,
Yeah.
right? But it's not about everybody having capabilities to do that. I know every chick here got a nigga that won't leave her alone.
Facts.
These are facts. I know every chick here that's ever got smashed by a certain nigga, he is still on the line. He's begging to come back around because this nigga thought he was a shit, and then you left. We understand that. We endure those type of things.
We just have to move different.
But I'm
for sure.
you as well. You should because to men, that's what matters to us.
It's the ego of men. They can't
Facts.
take if a woman is
Big-
nigga. They
facts.
could be popping. I'm the
Facts.
most popping nigga in sack. I
Facts.
got everybody on my line.
Facts.
That's cool for y'all, but that ain't cool for us.
But it's
Like,
not though. But that's why I always, again, I'm gonna say what I always say. That's why I harbor on the reality and not the emotion about it. Because no matter how you want to cut this down the line, the sexual differences for men and women is just what it is. Men do not marry or try to have kids with known hoes. Like that's a no. That's because all we gonna do is make jokes and talk about you, and you know you can't bring that shit around because there's niggas right now that are with girls that they know can't bring around nobody else. So they know it. And you're right. It's absolutely about ego. He might be in absolute love with this chick, right? But he knows when he walks in that room, all his business is shut down.
So hold on, let me ask this question because I think we think that is not equal, but I think it is.
Why you say that?
I'm gonna ask. Do women have those same conversations? Like, let's say,
Don't look at me.
no, I'm not looking at you. I'm just thinking. Let's
He's in
say,
his girls group.
let's say, I ain't gonna say his name. Let's say that a man is known to sleep around.
Is it somebody we know?
I had somebody in mind, but we're gonna just say
Text
Joe.
it to us.
Joe.
You're gonna just say Joe.
Text it
Okay?
to us for
We're
context.
gonna say Joe.
Text
So
it to us.
Joe is known to sleep around. Joe has a high body count. It's been confirmed. He might have even taken down some
I
of the
know who you're
girls.
talking about.
No. Just we're gonna. Joe is taking down even some of the girls in the group chat that they have known. Okay. Now let's say somebody new in the group chat finds Joe attractive.
Uh-oh.
They went on a couple dates. She brings Joe to the group chat
Oh, shit.
and she said, "Hey guys, this is my new bae."
Oh my God.
In that conversation, because I know how men conversations go, because men don't want to be embarrassed. That's really
Facts.
what it is.
Facts. It's
We don't want to
ego.
be embarrassed. Do women have an ego when it comes to that? Did they be like, are they worried about being with a man that has known to sleep around the town, that they know when they go into a room that potentially they could be in the same room with another woman that has slept with their
They
man?
ain't fucking with that nigga.
I wouldn't say that would the motive. I feel like the motive is different. Like I feel like for us, when there's a dude that has a reputation or no, we don't want to mess with them just because of like a nigga cheating. Like nobody want, like you can't trust that type of nigga for us. At least for me, like I wouldn't trust that type of nigga.
But you're still making an evaluation off of his sexual escapade.
But I'm not worried about any other bitches.
Right. No,
I'm
that's
saying
where
I'm worried about myself. You know what I'm saying? And the
Well,
risk
that's-
in
and
dating
this
somebody
is
like
why-
that.
this
You
is-
know what I'm saying? Like
but
there's
this
a
is
risk.
where we differ. This is the natural difference between men and women.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to ask. So from your, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying just women in general. So women, the way women's ego is built, they're not worried about being embarrassed on the front end.
By a
They're-
nigga walking in a room and
They're worried
there's a
about
plethora of
being
chicks.
embarrassed by getting cheated on the back end, because then you put
I'm
all this
worried
time.
about you embarrassing me. Like
So what's
That's
the risk?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Tell me what the risk of dating somebody like that is.
She just said it, that you're
I
gonna
just
get cheated
said,
on.
yeah, cheating. That you know what I'm saying. You're not very trustworthy. That's how I look at it.
You said, but the cheating leads to
But this is-
embarrassment
but-
and
but
public
look,
humiliation, all that shit. It's still the same thing.
The risk is for me to be in a do I want to be in a relationship with somebody that I don't necessarily trust or that I don't like? No. Like if you out here in these streets and you for everybody, why do I want you?
Bingo.
But it's not about what somebody like.
Doesn't
Oh, my
matter.
friends are gonna laugh.
It
That doesn't
It doesn't
doesn't-
matter though. It doesn't matter though. See what we always do is we always
If you for the streets, I
we
just
always
feel like you
argue.
still
We
gonna
always
be for the
argue motive. I don't give a shit about motive. I give a shit about the results. The results are that nigga doesn't get picked. The result is this chick doesn't get picked.
No, but sometimes
At
they
the end
do.
of the day. Well, they get
Yeah.
picked by idiots and fools and people
Right.
who
No,
aren't doing that.
but I think it does matter, because in that instance, you're overlooking the past to
Yeah.
still get into the relationship.
but-
But it may or may not happen. I think for us, we're not even worried about what could happen.
no, we're like, look,
We're
this
worried
is-
about
yeah.
how we're
It's
seen
perceived.
by
exactly.
our friends
You-
or by
do
the or the people that we
And
walk
I've
into,
had even-
or even because we're talking about being in competition. What we're
Facts.
what we're really worried
Facts.
about is walking into a room and then feeling like that
Every nigga in
another
there
man
had you- oh,
has
God.
a leg up on us.
Facts.
But I think for me, like even with like my male friends that are for the streets, like I never felt like, oh girl, don't talk to him. Like there's only like a handful of people that I tell like don't talk to him because I feel like
You're one of them.
no.
Don't say nah. You already did it.
She did it.
She
Just
did
today.
it.
Today
Yeah, you
she
did
did
it.
it.
She did.
You did do it.
No, I just feel like I feel like you deserve your own opportunity to get to know that person because how they was like when they dated my friend or how they was whatever.
They didn't change. You a hypocrite.
She said for certain people.
For some people, certain
did say-
people.
He don't get that grace.
I didn't say he didn't get that grace.
Steph, you didn't know. We gotta keep it real.
No.
Photo B don't get that grace because
No, he don't get that grace with my friends. It's different with my like core group of friends. If I know what their intentions are, what they looking for, and you ain't it, I'm gonna be like, no,
Oh, the judge.
because you're not into because she knows you're not looking for
you
a committed
not.
relationship.
You playing.
He's
Yeah.
trying
So
to get married. Aren't
I
you
already
trying to
know
get married?
this about you.
He's trying to
Exactly.
get
The
married.
shoulder shrug.
No,
you
we're
don't know.
not. That was, no, we not. What are you talking about?
Like I already
Oh, am I
know.
trying right now? Nah.
Exactly. So
And that's what she was saying.
I ain't gonna let them waste their time. Like we
It may
old,
not be a
okay?
waste.
You're 30. They older than me.
I think if
34,
Steph had a
35.
friend that
They
was
ain't got
Josh,
time to
I think
be
if she was trying to have a good
I'm the
time,
youngest.
then she would hook you up.
Exactly. She just trying to kick it cool, but that's not the case. But again, for the most part,
Hey, look, you're not good
other
enough.
except for because I got to look at my word too. I'm not going to sit up there and be like, oh yeah, give him a chance, and then you make embarrassing me like, damn girl, that nigga wasn't shit. Why you ain't say? After that happened a couple of times, then I'm gonna start being like, don't fuck with
Listen,
me.
at the end of the day, niggas just don't want to be embarrassed. No matter what conclusion or what route, what yellow brick road, or if you fly there or you take a train, plane, or bus, nigga, don't embarrass me. That's basically what it comes down to. This is a lot of the conversation I have with my female friends are like, yo, somebody said stop resurrecting. Somebody stop breathing life to motherfuckers who keep humiliating you publicly or some shit like that. But the fact remains, however you want to cut it, like we still qualify or disqualify people by their past or what they are currently. You know what I mean? So there's definitely, for going back to PJ Washington and he should have known better because he had all the proof of purchase.
He
right?
ignored all the red flags.
I'm
all
not
of them.
gonna
All
say
of
that's wrong, but at
all
the
of
end of
them.
the day, you can't fault somebody all the time for giving. I mean, you don't know. She could have been.
But wouldn't you rather err on the side of caution than have your whole fucking life change by this? This is altering. This is life altering, and all he had to do was be like, yo, there's other gorgeous women out there that don't have this reputation. There's other people out here who can love me or who can. That's what
I
we
mean,
all
she
do.
sold him on the dream that she was.
And he's
changed
a
and she was
fool,
ready to
bro.
settle
And
down or
that's fool's gold, bro. Like when you, man, just because you put lipstick on a pig don't make it attractive.
See, but the very ego that we're worried about, getting broken or we're worried about getting hurt is the same ego that led him to thinking that he could wife her. Because he's thinking, I'm the only
change
one
her.
that can tame her,
I can change her.
and she wants me.
Hey, tell me that's
And
not.
that's what women do.
Tell me that's not real with like the shit that we're watching right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you this, bro. Let me ask you a question. You ever had a friend or you know someone that is dating someone that you talked to previously or whatever, and they called and asked you to delete all the pictures and all the phone conversations and text messages you've ever had? You ever had a person who's done that to you?
I've never had anybody date somebody that I used to date, so no.
Well, was it dating or just talking?
Just talking.
Never.
Even if somebody was talking to you ever seen in your group chat where one girl was like, yo, I'm talking to him. I know that he probably got around. Can you guys erase everything you guys had? See,
Girls move differently. Not all girls. I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but girls move. I don't see my friends dating anybody I used to talk to. We just,
I mean, for the most part, we don't either because it's.
And I mean, maybe if it was like an
I said
acquaintance,
for the most part.
it's different. Like my friends, no acquaintance, yeah. But I mean, I don't see.
I don't think that's
I've
true.
never had nobody approach me to delete nothing, but like maybe acquaintance, but my friends are not gonna talk to nobody.
I have a friend that married somebody that I messed around with like in college, but I don't feel no kind of way about
I
it.
thought you were talking about somebody else. I think men share women in common way more than women
Way
share.
more.
men
Well,
in
you know
common.
why? Because like he just said, 15 to 20% of the dudes are smashing 80% of the chicks. That's facts. And that's because no matter how much they don't want to agree with it or whatever, most women are after the same shit. So that's why you have ratios like that. And I mean,
I've had friends that like
That's
one
facts.
friend was like
I
a
think
dude,
maybe
a
something
dude
else.
popped at her, and one of the friends had like talked to him like back in the day, but she didn't say nothing because she didn't want to feel like she was hating.
Yeah.
And the friend was mad, like, bruh, I would not have talked, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would not because
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I
Yeah.
don't want to talk to nobody that you slept with. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. No, I mean I get it, but I think that's on a case by case basis. Like I think the history matters.
Yeah,
in
because
those-
Mendo, my
those
husband
situations.
said that like him and his friends had the girls that they knew and had discussed was the untouchables. Like,
Yeah.
I don't talk to her no more, but she untouchable. Don't talk to her. But
I don't- yeah,
the rest
yeah,
of them,
yeah.
they don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Because my one of my friends popped up, with one of the chicks that I used to date, and I mean we talked about it afterwards, but I didn't feel no kind of way. It's not my chick no more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all happy. I don't care. But you know what?
What if it was your baby mama?
If it was my baby, like one of my niggas with my baby mom, they just know better. Like,
Exactly. That's what I said.
like
Niggas
nobody,
know the untouchables.
like nobody would
That's
ever,
different.
yeah, nobody would. None of my people would ever come. Shit, I almost think she has a hard time dating now because of that. You know what I mean? So, I just because she just like niggas just don't approach her.
That's
because of me.
that's a totally different ball game
Yeah, I think
because they're a potential step parent.
facts.
So
and then you gotta
no.
compete with me, and you
No.
gotta deal with me on an everyday
No.
basis.
No, nigga.
So I think that what you just said, I think that because men calculate that kind of shit, I think that it's easy to date a chick that's got a loser as a baby dad. You know what I mean? It's easy to pop in there and then you just do what you got to do because this nigga's a disappearing anyway. You know what I mean? Versus like somebody like me, I'm with my kids damn near every day. You know what I mean? I'm in communication with her every day. So it's hard for a nigga to come in and like establish roots in that shit, especially because I know most of the people out
Damn,
there.
so basically he cock blocking.
Yeah, I mean, unintentionally. It's not purposely.
Unintentional cock block. So back to the center. So should Brittany Renner get any backlash?
Yeah. Absolutely.
You think so?
I feel like if you're trash, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, even if that person should have known better or whatever, if you do some trash ass shit, which I feel like that was high key trash, then
High
yeah,
key trash, he
I'm
said.
sorry.
I don't think she should at all. I think she told y'all exactly who she was. She wrote a damn book. She recorded videos, and she did exactly what she said she was going to do.
Just because you admit that you ain't shit, don't
No,
mean
she's
that
trash,
you
but
gonna
I don't
win, you
expect
ain't
I don't expect anything from her
My
other than
nigga
who she said she was.
My nigga said she had a vision, she made a plan,
And she executed. She did.
She had a vision board.
She told y'all. She said athletes are dumb,
Facts.
and if you want a bag,
They never use a
get a baby
shit.
buyer.
Now look at her with the bag. And the
That's
baby.
I honestly, PJ Washington, after that clip of her saying athletes are dumb, nigga, I'm not talking to
Why
her.
you think I gave him trash as fuck? Why?
Not talking to you.
Why? Why you think I gave him trash? Because his
Because you're
If-
so
if-
stupid.
If I was dating,
Stupid.
if I was dating and the chick that I was interested in posted a video saying podcasters are dumb, we're done.
facts. Facts.
There's no more conversation.
For what?
And then said, if you want to get a bag out of one of them, then have a baby by him.
Facts.
We're not having sex anymore.
Facts. But you know what a dumb nigga
And I'm
does?
definitely
Have a baby
and
by
if
me,
I was
baby.
Be a
and if
millionaire.
and if I was, a condom will always be on.
Come on.
So-
Like I said,
They
she's
not
a
100%. So.
it doesn't matter.
Condoms are not 100%.
It's not.
You're
It'll
absolutely.
slip
But I'm
off.
saying
You get
if
the condom,
I'm
you get
saying
the condom on,
if
you get
I
the ball
was-
game together, it's a great combination. But
she's trash, but we already knew she was trash.
bro, she's a fun girl. That's what you're supposed to do. If that's what she's
We
doing,
already knew she was
come
trash. We already
on.
knew what she was about. PJ, you lost one,
That's
son.
why I gave him trash as fuck. All that money that you deserve to spend, and that you're about to spend, you deserve to spend.
Now I will say this: if she's keeping his son away from him,
that's a totally
that's a
different.
totally different ball
no,
game.
but that's a different argument though. We ain't talking.
No, I know.
about
I'm saying that's a totally different ball
yeah,
game.
yeah.
But
Yeah. Well,
I respect people, and I'm not saying I respect her. I respect people that tell you who they are, so that way you can move the way that you should be moving.
Move accordingly. And a lot of people, especially guys, don't like to do that because they're like, I want to keep, have my fun. So they
wanted to save her.
Real. Yeah.
He wanted to save her. She don't need to be saved.
She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
I feel like too, like on the other end, I feel like
You
women
understand?
do the same thing. Especially like, for me, when I see a dude that I feel like is for the streets, I do it moving. But some people will see that and they'll see it as like a challenge. Like they want to be the one
Why?
to be able
Charity
to say,
case.
Why?
they want to be able to say that, he settled down. Like they're so bomb that they was able to get this nigga to stay out the streets.
Basketball is a challenge.
I'm cool.
Sudoku is a challenge.
I'm
Bowling is
cool.
a
Nah,
challenge.
I'm cool too. I think we said that the first episode.
Yeah.
Stop dating people based on potential.
Facts.
But
Bruh.
see, but that's an issue with control. That's a control issue. And for those that are single, if you have issues with control, you need to go to a therapist to figure that shit out, because that carries over into your relationships. Because you find somebody who has potential, then you try to mold them into who you want them to be, and then when they don't fit that box, then it ends up being all bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, find somebody that acts the way that you are compatible with. Not try to make somebody that has a good job or looks good and then try to mold them into Mr. Husband or try to mold them into wifey. No, she is who she is.
Did you
Bingo.
see that that meme?
No matter
It
how
said-
many people you
It
call.
said find a guy that it said marry a man that actually wants to be a husband, not just wants a wife. And women do the same thing.
Come on, man.
She don't really want to be a wife, she just want a husband.
Yo,
He don't want to be a husband, he just want a wife.
The realest
That's bars.
shit ever.
That's bars.
Ever.
You gotta be ready for this whole shit.
Find somebody.
You gotta be ready for this
who
whole
want-
shit.
Yes, men, find
This
a
is why
woman
I respect Photo B
who
so much.
wants to
'Cause
be
he knows.
a wife. Because no, that's some rich. Because a lot of times people are lonely and they just feel like, oh, if I
Get
get
a dog
husband,
for that.
if I get a husband, then this will complete me.
A cat for that.
But then they don't know anything about being a wife, and
Or
that's
it's a part of their checklist. Like
There's a
they-
rabbit
as
for-
far as to be
or-
seen as successful.
or vice versa. And that's a conversation that y'all was having, and I don't think we didn't expound on it. But when you guys were talking about when people were like, well, why do you guys want a woman to? Why do you guys always talking about what does a woman bring to the table? And why do you always talking about reciprocation? Because I want somebody who wants to be a wife,
Bingo.
not somebody who just wants to be with me.
Everybody wants a husband.
Because
everybody wants a husband.
If you're focusing on being a husband or being a wife, then that means you're focusing on what you're bringing,
Mhm.
not what you can
that
get.
means you're working on yourself. You're ready to give out. You're
Yes.
ready to,
But too many people are in a relationship because of what they want and not what they can give.
They want the benefits of a wife, the benefits of a husband. And the difference is that
Man.
women are willing to just marry. Men ain't gonna just marry anybody. They're willing to put you in that wife position and let you do that work.
Facts.
But you know what I'm saying? But they
They
ain't
will.
really, truly giving you that title. Whereas women will be like, they want a husband. They see what a husband adds to their life. And then also, we're also groomed to feel like you're not successful in life, and if you don't have a husband,
If you're not
so
chosen.
they, you know what I mean.
See,
so there's that part.
But
of it
there's
too.
that ego part that we were just talking about, right? You're not successful if you don't have a husband. Just like there's so many different ways, the dynamics of looking at relationships and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think the number one thing that we always talk about is work on yourself. Work on yourself and get your shit together. How can you keep asking of someone things that you're not willing to give in return? You know what I mean?
And as people in general, stop asking people, especially women, when they gonna get married. Stop asking people when they gonna have kids, because then you put that pressure that all the other shit that they doing ain't shit because you ain't married,
they
or
aren't good
because
enough.
you know what I'm saying, you ain't got no kids. Like, no, stop doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like as a society we breed this shit too.
Yeah, that's true. Facts.
Look at the conversation. I told you,
All right.
Doing that.
nigga. We went from MySpace, Facebook bullying.
We
to
everywhere. How do y'all
goddamn
be
to deep
making it?
introspective therapeutic sessions, PJ Washington problems. God damn, man. Hey, listen,
I mean,
guys.
that was
just-
enough.
I blame
ladies.
I blame
ladies,
Michael Jordan.
Ladies, gentlemen, just leave these hoes alone.
Michael Jordan should have gave him some game
Leave them alone. Why you blaming Mike?
because he's the owner. He should have gave him some game. He's
That's
the
not
OG.
his job.
He's
That's
the
not
OG.
his daddy.
He the OG.
That's not his daddy.
OG. Give him the
Nigga,
That's
game.
not his job.
That's not his job.
That's not his job.
NBA teams need to
His job
have
is to be good on the court.
NBA teams need to have a whole summit
Facts.
before they even get signed.
They need to have a whole mental debriefing, like when you're joining the army.
That's what I
All
just
these
said.
niggas, yeah, the whole.
How to save their money, how to, avoid this bullshit.
Stay off Instagram. All right.
Let's go. Let's go. If you just let us go. Let's go. Let's go. If you just let